Ladies and gentlemen, behold, Dude.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Dude. I'm Caleb.
Dude. This is Brian.
Dude, Brian. So I got a question for you.
Alright, what is your question?
So I saw at Walmart the other day, this guy was wearing a superhero t-shirt, like it was a Superman t-shirt, but it wasn't, well, it wasn't Superman. It said JC in it. And it was supposed to be like, Jesus Christ, he's the real superhero. And I just thought about that, because I was like, you know, like, what if, I think we've talked about this before, but, like, what if Jesus was a superhero? Like, who do you think is, like, bad guys would be?
Like the devil? I don't know.
Well,
like,
yeah, like, Satan's probably in there. But
Lucifer
like,
Man.
Dude, yeah, but, like, Lucifer Man. Dude, like, who else would be in there, you think?
Shit, like, dude, maybe like the seven deadly sins.
Dude, okay.
That'd be an interesting concept for, like a set of, like, evil villains.
Okay, like, they're like the Legion of Doom, but it's like the seven deadly sins.
Who would be, like, the strongest, do you think?
What are the seven deadly sins? That's my first question.
Fuck. We might have to consort to Google with this.
Like, sloth is one.
Gluttony. Mm-hmm.
Dude, just imagine, like, Sloth from Ice Age. That motherfucker.
You mean Sid?
Oh, dude, yeah, Sid the Sloth.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Dude, and
he was like just coming at you with his fucking like hammerhead looking ass eyes.
He's got a cape and then he just fucking rams people.
Yeah, be tight.
Dude,
no, but what are the seven deadly sins? Like now I'm interested.
Dude, check it out. Like,
oh shit, that's my mouse, not yours.
Let me see if I can guess.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Know, we've got,
give me seven deadly sins
so
right now. Like
sloth.
Just rattle them off to me.
We've got gluttony.
Okay.
Anger is probably one.
Okay.
Like lust, I'm pretty sure is one.
Okay, that one I know is one.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on four.
Vanity is one.
Ooh, good call. Yeah, that is one.
I think. Fuck, I don't know. Masturbating. Put that down. Masturbating. I don't know. Like that's 6.
Okay,
I need
just
one
more. Yeah.
All right, and dude, it's probably something dumb like I don't know, like you can't fucking double park your car, and that's probably it.
Okay, now let's consort to our friend and overlord, Google.
Google.
You know, I probably didn't have to type in Google, but you know, whatever.
It's all right.
Seven deadly sins. Oh, it's an anime.
Oh, okay. So we have
Toad. What?
Which is avarice. I don't know what that means.
Shit?
Dude, hold on a second.
Okay.
So like, all right. So here we got
Wrath. Greed.
Okay, wrath is kind of like anger.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Greed.
Ooh, I didn't think about greed. Fucking.
Nope,
wow, I'm
strike
off
one
then.
there.
Strike one. All right,
Sloth we got.
Pride makes sense.
You said vanity. Is that?
Well, that a little bit.
I'll give you that
pride.
one. I'll give you that one.
I've heard vanity in like different iterations of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, so pride, lust, envy.
You got envy.
Which would be like jealousy. I didn't get that.
Yeah, you didn't get that one. Strike 2.
And then gluttony, which we did get that, right?
Yeah, we did. All right, yo.
So I mean, I actually didn't do too bad.
We got
like
5 out of 7.
Out of my list, yeah, like I didn't get double parking and masturbating right. But I mean, you know, like that, it seems like a logical choice. Like church people are always, you know, saying like, "Why don't masturbate?" But you know,
dude, I'll give you that one.
Well, I've never heard anybody.
That's a passing grade.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, so then now back to our original question: who would be the leader of the 7 deadly sins?
Yeah. See, I feel like it would be like. I feel like greed would be, because I feel like wrath is too angry. He would probably be like the Hulk in a way, like
okay.
You get what I'm saying, in a way that if like he would just be full of anger all the time, he'd probably be really hot-headed. He couldn't make the wise decisions, but he would probably want to be the leader.
Yeah.
So greed, I'll bet you greed would be. He seems like a Lex Luthor kind of dude.
Okay. I think it would be
Lust. Pride.
Because he'd be like, that's like the original. Like spawning point of sin or whatever. If you like believe in the Christian faith, it's like, no, I'm better. Like, I'm better than that. Like, I'm above that, so I can do what I want.
That's a good point, Brian. Dude, you pinpointed where originally started was pride. I never really thought about that.
I don't know, man. I'm not a historian or something.
I'll tell you what, I'm digging this grandma sweater you got going on, man. Like I actually think like wearing a t-shirt with the sweater is kind of cool, but I've never found one. You know what I mean?
Well, here's your.
Well, dude, I mean, yeah, but
yeah,
that's like
feast your eyes.
that's
man.
your girlfriend's
That's my
fucking
girlfriend's,
sweater.
but it was her dad's originally. This came from this came from like the 60s, I think.
Really? Oh, dude, so he was wearing that during, you know, like pride rallies and shit. Well, not pride rallies.
I don't know if he was a part of pride rallies.
Like, well, okay.
He might have smoked once or twice in it.
Is your dad? Is he pretty like right wing conservative? Like, I know
Yeah.
your grandparents are.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's like kind of a like the average middle-aged white man kind
Yeah.
of place to be.
Yeah, no, I
kind of
get
like how
that.
they were raised and like whatever. I'm not like that's not necessarily how I view things.
Right.
But like I can't hate like how they were raised. Like they were raised in a different like era than us.
Right. Like it's what they understand at the time. Like we
Yeah.
just understand different things. I will say this though, like that. I mean, I like that you say that because like everybody has got their own thing. That doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong or right, just as
Yeah.
long as people like respect, you know, other people and their views. I guess like that's just the thing. Like where all this shit happens is people just get all pissed off because you know they don't like something and
Yeah, like that's the thing is like because well, my grandparents are super Christian.
right.
And I don't necessarily share those same like values and beliefs and stuff like that
Right.
with them. But you know, whenever I go over to their house and like you know for dinner, or whenever I happen to see them, sometimes we go out to there's a Chinese buffet by my house that we go to, and we sit down for dinner, and you know we pray before a meal.
Sure.
And like I don't necessarily believe in that. Like I don't really, you know, that doesn't float my boat necessarily.
Right on, yeah.
But you know what? I damn well like bow my head and you know at least
Right.
I don't want to say I'm acting.
But it's
I don't,
respectful.
Yeah,
You're trying to be
I'm
respectful.
trying to be respectful. Yeah, I don't want to offend, you know, these things that my grandparents believe. Dude, your popcorn, man.
So Brian made this popcorn, and he was like, man, like I've been super on popcorn, let's have some. And I was like, great. So as I was setting up the actual recording of the podcast, I realized that, well, I didn't realize it then, I realized it now, that I had left my popcorn way on the other side of the room because I was looking at Brian, and I was like, man, like where'd you get that fucking popcorn?
I've just been munching away the whole time, like, dude, popcorn, yeah, my favorite thing. I was telling Caleb before we started filming, popcorn is like, if I could eat it, breakfast, lunch, dinner, light snack, every day of my life, I would do it.
It's pretty good, and it's pretty filling, you know.
It's my all-time favorite snack food. It's like, it's light and soft and airy, but it's got that, like, that saltiness, that little bit of greasiness to it to kind of, like I'm not looking for like a Hardee's like a cheeseburger or something
yeah.
like that. I'm looking just to make myself feel a little bit shitty, and then popcorn fills that.
That's a, I mean, that's a good description of popcorn. Like I've always liked popcorn because like it was my parents didn't really do like a lot of like snack foods and junk food around the house, but they always had popcorn. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
okay,
fuck
yeah.
it, you know. But they always had popcorn. So like I would just eat popcorn a lot of times. Like and it's always, you know, like one bag is a good snack for some. Well, some people would probably argue differently.
That one bag, yeah, might be a little bit more than one person.
Yeah, I could eat it like just by myself, but
Oh yeah.
But I know some people. Here's a wild story. So, like freshman year, I was talking to this girl. I'm not going to say her name on this
Freshman
podcast.
year of college?
Yeah, freshman
Okay.
year here. I was talking to this girl for a little while, and I used to eat a lot of soup back then. And she had noticed, like, oh, you know, like you got chunky soup up there. That's good stuff. And I was like, yeah, man. Like one can is usually a pretty good meal. She was like, one can. I was like, yeah. Like, what's so weird about that? And she had just said like, we have one can for my whole family. I was like, fuck. Which, thinking about that, those cans aren't that big. So
No.
her family has to eat like mice. You know what I mean?
They're all like super skinny little white girls, like that's crazy. Yeah, like I eat 2 cans of soup too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I'm just a fat pig or something like
Yeah,
that.
we might
but,
be
like,
fat asses. Who knows?
But you know, dude, I love eating. Like if it tastes good, like I'll eat it. You know.
Dude, yeah, you know. Dude, what'd you think of that bison earlier?
Dude, the bison, it was manly.
Yeah, we made another buddy of mine and I. This guy works at a meat shop, and so we're gonna do a podcast with him too, and it's gonna be called "A Shot Too Many." So I'll just say his name's Shane. Good guy. but like he works at this meat shop, and so we've started like grilling out a lot, and I saw they had bison there, so I got bison. Of course, it was really good, like, but it was a different taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a lot different than a hamburger. Like it was more. I said manly. Like I thought that was pretty good for it.
I felt like that was a good descriptive word for it.
Yeah, like it was a beefier burger.
Because otherwise it tasted very similar to just a regular hamburger.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little bit more earthy.
Yeah. Like it had like a wild taste to it.
Yeah.
I was talking to my grandpa and he was like, "Yeah, it tastes like it was wild," and I was like, "That's a good description of that," you know. Like, but I've never had anything that's like considered gamey. Like I've never ate rabbit or like duck or anything. What's the weirdest like meat you've ever eaten?
Had eel.
Really?
Yeah, it was like sushi.
Okay.
I was at the Botanical Gardens in St. Louis.
Right.
They had a Japanese festival, and when I was in high school, I had this girlfriend. She was super into like Japanese culture. She was like like you know the classic like anime like Tumblr girl and shit like that.
Okay.
So we went, and like I'm a pretty big fan of sushi, and like if you get sushi around here in like middle of Illinois, it's bullshit. But if you go places like I've been to California and had sushi, it's like just phenomenal, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This was a little bit more specialized, you know. This was stuff that they brought with them. It wasn't, you know, like some shitty fish from the market around here.
Right. Dude, have you ever been to Mimosa in Springfield?
I haven't, no.
You ought to go there. It's like a
that,
sushi place, like kind of like it's Japanese food, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But like it's really good. I went there and had like they call them the Las Vegas rolls, and they're like, oh dude, there's Griff.
Hey, what up, Griffy?
How's it going, man?
Oh yeah.
Say hi to our adoring fans.
Dude, yeah. No, but I went to that place and had these Las Vegas rolls, and it's like a roll of sushi, but like they deep fry it, and then you get it out. Like when you get it out, it's one of the best tasting things I've ever had.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
That sounds surprisingly glorious.
Like anything deep fried is delicious. Griffy, have you ever had a deep fried Twinkie?
No, I had deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich this weekend.
Oh shit, no way.
Dude,
Let
how
me
was
tell
that?
you, it's fucking great. There's no other way to describe it.
There's not a whole lot of things that you can't deep fry, and it's pretty good.
You even
Yeah,
did, like
it was
deep
in
fried
the-
ice
It was
cream.
like one of those uncrustable things.
Oh
wow,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, dude. And they just froze it and they deep fried the shit out of it.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Oh, it was a heart attack in your hand.
Oh yeah, dude. Back in the day, like when we'd get school lunches.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah, dude, back in the day.
Back before the war.
Back in Nam.
And then the Fire Nation arrived.
Oh shit.
No, but like we would get Uncrustables on Chili Day. It was weird. We'd get chili, Uncrustable, and a pickle. I don't know why.
That's such
But
an
anyway.
odd combination of flavors.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyway, so like I would always take the Uncrustable and just dip it in my chili. Because you got a sweet taste, but it was really salty too. Like you should try that sometime.
Oh yeah, I
Pretty
love
good.
that salty.
Dude, and the next time I come face to face with an Uncrustables and a bunch of chili, I'll know what I'll do. Do they even make Uncrustables anymore?
Hell yeah,
That's
they do.
it,
What?
yeah.
Really? I feel like I've never seen them like in.
How could you not know about Uncrustables?
Well, I've known about them, like, but in high school, I didn't think they actually made them anymore. I figured it like their business went under because they were using like I don't fucking know, like.
That's a great story.
I lost the.
I was
lost
thinking
the
you were
rein
going to be
on
like,
that
you know,
one.
they stopped making them because they were using asbestos.
I don't know what they were using, but like I don't know. It was always just like if I was gonna eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich, I'm gonna eat one that like fucking I made myself or mom made.
Right.
Not like in some factory there's like a hose and it's just like and then there's like some peanut butter jelly and like there's some peanut and like there's the jelly.
Yeah.
And just like some machine like and it like clamps it together and it becomes Uncrustable.
Dude, PB&J is not one of the, like, it's such a good thing, but it's kind of like meatloaf is in the sense that, like, unless you make it yourself or, like, your mom makes it, like, you never really, like, you don't go out to eat and, like, oh,
Yeah.
man, I'd love a PB&J.
Yeah. That's a good point about meatloaf, though. I feel like meatloaf is... Like, I've never once been anywhere and been craving a meatloaf.
Dude, what are your thoughts on meatloaf? What are your thoughts, too, Griff?
Meatloaf is one of those foods that you just can't fuck up because meat's good. So a whole log of meat, it's got to be good.
That's true. What do you think about meatloaf, Brian?
Dude, it's a weird thing, because, like... Griff was saying you can't go wrong with it, but... I've never had, like, a meatloaf that I was just, like, so about. I either was, like, a fanatic for it, or I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And there's no in between, like...
Yeah, there's no, like, that was pretty okay meatloaf like this. It's always Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I didn't even eat, like, my mom's not a big fan of meatloaf, so I haven't had it a lot. It's mostly, like, my grandma makes it. So, I don't know, maybe my fucking grandma is retarded or something. Like, sometimes she's great at making meatloaf, and sometimes she's just like, let me just, like, throw whatever the fuck I want in here.
Dude, classic. That like, meatloaf is such a grandma food.
Yeah.
Like, it's something, like, it's kind of an old age food, I feel like.
It's because it's the cheapest way to cook stuff.
Well, that's
Let's
true.
just throw it into a giant fucking ball. And then so I
Yeah.
go watch my soaps. You know?
Dude, yeah, I mean,
Watch your soaps.
Fucking soap operas, man.
Griff, didn't you used to watch the soap operas with your grandma?
Dude, Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives was the greatest thing in the history of the world because it was true and intense, and there was real emotion behind those movies.
My mom used to watch soaps. I'd always make fun of her for it.
like, well, okay, which ones did she watch? Because my mom, like, she would watch Days of Our Lives.
Yeah,
And then
she
always
watched
watched,
Days
like,
of Our Lives.
Guiding Light, I think, was another one.
Dang, like,
Guiding
is that like
Light.
a Christian soap opera or something?
It could have been. Like, I don't know. Did you ever see that one, Griff?
What?
It was called, like, Guiding Light or something.
Guiding Light.
Yeah.
No.
Great.
No.
Alright, great
What are you guys
answer.
talking about?
No, soap operas. Like, Days of Our Lives was always
I
on
had Days of Our Lives and Passions were the ones that I watched.
Passions.
That was the one with the witch that had the baby that also was a witch. They got fucking weird.
I feel like I almost remember
And
that.
then she died, and then she came back to life, and then
The
she
baby?
died again. No, the witch, and the baby was crazy as shit. I don't know, it was weird.
The fuck?
Yeah, that one was a little bit ridiculous.
That sounds awesome, though.
Days of Our Lives was a little more realistic and heavy quotes.
Yeah, dude, maybe we all should get together and watch. What'd you say it was, the Guiding Light?
Guiding Light.
We should all get together and watch the Guiding Light and then talk about it for our next
Isn't
podcast.
that like a more recent soap opera?
It might be, yeah.
Because I know Days of Our Lives has been running for like 15 years or something
Right.
like that, 20 years.
Dude, that's crazy to think, like, Days of Our Lives is as old as I am.
What did they go on about for so long? Like,
Dude, the sands through the hourglass.
Exactly.
So are the Days of Our Lives.
They fucking say it in the title.
damn it, what was I thinking?
Dude, no, I don't know. I remember at one point there was a storyline where, like, this girl kept having a dream that, like, there was a killer and it was going after her baby, but a baby, like, the baby was, like, not a real baby. It was like a Chucky doll or something. Like,
What the fuck?
Like, I don't remember it that well. I was in kindergarten, but yeah, I can't remember what I was saying.
Well, that was fucking bomb.
Dude, thank you, Griff. Dude, Griff, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, I went up to Wisconsin to visit my girlfriend's family and
Right
met a
on.
whole bunch of new people. And then I fished, and then we played cards. That's about it. And I got
Yeah.
sick, so I'm kind of fighting a cold right now.
Oh, shit. Dude, I've got, like, daytime cold medicine in my room if you want some.
I took some earlier, and I'm pretty okay now.
Okay.
I should be alright.
Right on, man.
Dude, we could do shots of NyQuil later if you want.
Dude,
I've got some.
I'll be taking that NyQuil.
Oh, damn.
All you have to do is
Tripping on that
stay
NyQuil.
up through the sleepiness. And you're good to go.
Oh, that's gonna be some high quality NyQuil later. It's gonna be like crack cocaine and NyQuil mixed together.
To make crackle.
Crackle?
Yeah, crackle.
Isn't that like a chocolate bar though?
Crackle is a chocolate bar. It's got like fucking nuts in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Crackle was always one of those candy bars I never really liked that much. Like, I'd probably say my favorite candy bars are like, well, Snickers is always a good one. I always like whatchamacallits too.
Really?
Yeah.
I never got into whatchamacallits. Like, there was a Farm Fresh by my house,
Okay.
and it didn't sell them, so like I never had it.
Yeah, no, like it's got like this big waffle wafer thing in it.
It's weird.
And it's chocolate and like some peanut butter and stuff like that. It's got a lot of things in it.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. Like I only tried it because in junior high I had to do this project where I had to go like A to Z. I had to find candy that was titled from A to Z and then do like a slide on each of the candies. And so whatchamacallit was my W.
Mm-hmm. What was your X?
I think I did like extra gum. Like I copped out. Like it did. Like because that one was pretty hard. Like
Yeah, but extra, the X is kind of the focal point.
right. I remember for I was really weird because I ended up doing like it was called Idaho Spud and it was like this chocolate bar that came from Idaho but it was like a potato. Like
What?
yeah, it was really
Like
weird.
it was chocolate shaped like a potato?
You know, I don't know. Like I didn't really read into it that much. I kind of just took the like the beginning bit from Wikipedia and put it in my slideshow, so...
Nice.
Yeah.
You could have just done like Ike and Mike's.
That's
fry.
true. Ike and Mike's. It probably would have worked. Like, if I did extra gum, like, it would have worked.
Yeah.
You know. Dude, Griff, what's your favorite, like, candy?
Candy.
Yeah.
Chocolate is a little too much for me. So and I know it's kind of a weird thing to compare it to, but like sweet tarts and stuff, I feel like they're less sweet to me than chocolate is.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like, chocolate gets me sick if I eat too much, but like
Yeah.
chewy sweet tarts, I could eat like 4 bags of chewy sweet tarts.
Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
it's like 12 times as much sugar, but
Right.
it just tastes better to me.
Yeah.
I always liked, like, I agree with you there. I always liked the fruitier stuff, kind of,
Yeah.
compared to, like, chocolate. Like, what was yours, Brian?
Dude, I'm going the complete opposite spectrum of you guys.
Okay.
Carmelos.
Carmelos.
Oh man, like
I don't think I've ever had one of those. Are they good?
they're so sweet, and it's just like a shell of chocolate and just like a seed gushing out of just sweet, thick caramel.
Caramel that gets all over your face, neck,
Oh,
and chest.
it's a mess. It really is. But yeah, dude, it's really good.
You don't
like,
have to try that. Like,
Yeah, they haven't like I think they have at the fast stop here. They
Yeah.
have at most gas stations.
For, like, one of the podcasts, we should...
We could sample.
And we can sample different chocolate bars, like ones we've never had before.
Yeah,
Like, have you ever had a...
and that's right after we watch The Guiding Light.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do, like, a Guiding Light review if we're gonna, you know,
Yeah,
in the future for all you guys. But...
I'm sure they're just shaking in their seats
Yeah.
in anticipation for the next episode of that.
Yeah, like the one dude that accidentally subscribed to my mom, you know, yeah. No, but we could do that, like, Heath bars. Like, I had asked you about that. Never had Heath.
No, I've
You
had a
said-
Heath bar.
Okay, what do you think about Heath?
Kind of hard.
Dude, yeah, it's like, it's good to put out, like, there's this thing my mom makes called Heath cake.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, she crushes it up and sprinkles it. But, like, Heath is the fucking meatloaf of candy bars. It's fine, but, like, I would never just want to get a Heath bar when you can get Snickers, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
At all. I mean,
I think it's like an older person thing too, because like I know my mom is really into Heath. Like that's her favorite candy. I know.
right. Really?
Yeah.
That's a
Heath
mom.
bars?
Yeah.
Like toffee?
Yeah.
Toffee's awesome.
It's
can
just too
try that.
hard for me. Like if I want a sweet,
Yeah.
I want it like rich and just like to bite into it and just like.
Well,
Yeah, like
I've always been a fan of like
the
peanut brittle
juice.
too.
Oh, okay.
And like
Yeah.
peanut brittle's kind of like that same type of flavor. It's like salty, sweet, and crunchy. And
Dude,
it's
when
just
I
a really good
when I was
combo.
young, I lost one of my baby teeth biting into a thing of a peanut brittle.
Really?
No joke. Yeah, I just like was eating it. Yeah, like my tooth had been. It was one of those. I was never one of those kids that could like twist my tooth around or something like that. You know, I was always
fuck.
grossed out by it, so I let them just stay in for like forever. Like I didn't even like to pull them out or anything. You know.
Okay.
And man, yeah, I was just going to town on this Heath bar. And I was trying to keep it like on the one side because I knew that like on this side it would fucking hurt.
Yeah.
But dude, I fucked up one time and I bit on the other side.
You fucked up, Brian.
And dude,
You
just like,
done moved.
splitting pain, and then it was all right. What is it?
That is a picture of D.W. Arthur.
Arthur. This isn't weed.
She looks like a fucking turtle. Yeah.
Boy, that was weird.
We're on Reddit right now. Or Griff is. And we're looking at,
r/LSD.
yeah, there's some crazy photos. Like, come and look at it. Like, whenever you get the chance, you can pause right now and do it. I don't care.
I've always kind of liked the trippy art stuff. It's just really interesting.
That's cool.
/LSD, man.
Yeah, I figured let's look up some trippy shit and while we're on the
Yeah.
start talking about stuff.
Dude,
That's gonna be our next podcast with the three of us, and we're all gonna do fucking ecstasy, and then sit down and have a podcast.
I don't know. The last time that I did ecstasy, the next day I had to play drums for a gig. And then my buddy Spencer, who's a director, he was shooting a movie that day too, like a short film. And I was going to be in it. So I stayed up all night partying, and I had
Oh god.
I did ecstasy twice. And then by the time I actually got to the gig and was playing drums, I thought I was going to die because I had soaked through all of my clothes. I had sweat so much. I thought I was going to fucking just pass out.
Oh my god, I sweat so much when I do that.
Yeah.
Like, you can drink an entire thing of water and you still won't pee. Like,
Yeah.
you can drink a whole case of water and you won't pee once.
Amphetamines, they always, do you ever get, I'll call it amphetamine dick? Where,
Meth
it's
dick.
hard, yeah, meth
Yeah.
dick, where it's hard to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
the
works.
worst.
You're just gonna oh, fuck it.
You just gotta, pull on it.
I give up.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, dude. trying to bang my girlfriend. Right.
Have you ever tried to jerk
right
off?
in the middle of a trip, man?
Yeah, you ever tried to jerk off with meth?
Dude, it takes like 4 hours.
It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
And you're sweating.
crazy.
You're sweating more, and then you're working so hard, you're just sweating, and you're just like, you know what? Fuck it, I don't even want to anymore. And then you still keep going because you want to finish anyway. But you kind of resent yourself the whole time. You're like,
yeah,
fuck me.
it's like
I hate myself. This sucks. You know.
Oh my god, yeah, the whole time. It's so horrible. It's just like, I've started and I can't stop now because like my mind's set, you know?
And there's another thing is when you do that, you watch a lot more like porn that you normally wouldn't watch. You watch.
Oh yeah.
Because
Like, what do you mean?
you're just not as picky anymore. You know, like you have to find the right video.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that makes sense.
But when you're tripping out, you're just like, this'll work. And you just kind of roll with it.
And then 4 hours later.
You're just like, wow, I've watched like 37 videos.
Oh fuck. Our friend, he was telling me about this time that like he'd got on it and he was still like on the up of it, and then he went and had sex with his girlfriend and they just fucked for 2 hours straight.
Oh yeah,
Like he just couldn't stop. Like it was great.
longest sex ever in my life. I hit about 2 hours. It was ridiculous.
That's
I was
insane.
so tired. I was so tired I could barely walk the next day. Like it was exhausting.
Dude, every day after doing amphetamines like that, it's just like the hardest day of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just so like fatigued. Like your whole body just doesn't want to work.
Dude, Brian, do you remember that weekend? Like we hung out at Gary's and you
Oh,
were
God.
with us that one night.
The one night, but you guys stayed up like for the entire weekend.
Shane and I went there from Thursday to Saturday night every night, and I didn't sleep for like 4 days, and I probably took like I want to say 18 4FAs throughout the
That is a lot.
yeah
Jesus,
no
man.
like
I'll take one and I'm good for like 12 hours.
I'll tell you what, like between those 4 days, like doing that many, the next like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was the worst fucking day of my life.
When your buddy asks what time it is, now.
I remember I was there that one night with you guys, and the next day was so hard. Like I couldn't even. I was trying to play a game on my computer, and I couldn't even like bring myself to do it because that was exerting too much energy.
Yeah, you're just like.
No.
Well, yeah, and then like guys like me and Griff just fucking like we sweat so much. Like
Yeah.
I
had to change shirts.
Yeah.
It was that much.
Dude, we did it like the day before work started.
Oh my God, yeah.
And like the next day at work, like I felt fine, but like by time I had even walked down the stairs right out the door of our dorm, I had already like my pits were soaked. I was like, this is gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Dude, Brian, you've got all kinds of like cool artwork in here, like that, like this photo of dolphins and sunglasses.
Dude, dolphins with sunglasses.
Where'd you get that at?
Dude, I got that at a yard sale. 75 cents that was.
Dude, that's a fucking steal.
I figured at that point
Yeah.
I'd be losing money not buying that. You know? It's so perfect.
Dude, Griff,
It really brings the room together, you know?
What?
Dude, Griff, what if, like, you've been around this, like, all 4 years that you guys have been here.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of all of this, like, crazy artwork? Like that, like, fucking professional BoJack Horseman.
BoJack Horseman in real life. Yeah,
Just hanging above your
I
head.
don't know. I don't really pay attention to most of it. It's just kind of there. There's a lot less than there used to be. So
Yeah,
I
I've
get
cut
you.
back a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot more relaxed now.
I remember when you guys were in the other dorm, and you made that biker, that giant biker with those
Oh,
spikes,
yeah.
and he looked like an old man. Or it was Hitler for a while on the bike, and then you like gave him a mohawk or something like that.
I think I just gave him more of a mustache. I remember that though, yeah.
Okay, dude, I always thought that one was pretty cool. What happened to it? Did you
So
paint over
I
it?
painted over it, yeah.
Oh,
and
dude,
I had this paint of
that looks a
flowers now.
lot better though.
Yeah, dude. That's probably one of my favorite paintings he's done.
Yeah, I started the sophomore year, and I still haven't finished it.
Yeah, he gave up at the end and then just never hopped back on.
I don't know if I ever will. I think I kind of like it in the state of like,
Flux.
yeah, it's like this is really good, and it like goes back, and like I don't even have that filled in all the way.
It's
Yeah.
almost like Chris Day's paintings or drawings. How kind of like as it goes backwards, it gets less and less defined.
Yeah, well, I'm a lot more uptight in the front than he is. Even in the front, his is still a lot looser than that is.
Right.
Dude, Griff, have you painted or drawn your cube yet?
No, I haven't drawn my cube yet.
Dude, tomorrow Shane and I need to go over there, so like if you want to, like we can all just go draw cubes. Or
That'll
whatever.
work. Yeah.
I'll ask Graf too and see what he thinks, but
Gotta draw some cubes.
fucking cubes.
God dang it, Red.
Dude,
Is that you guys' homework?
what?
No, you guys' homework.
Yeah,
Cubes.
he gave us homework over the weekend, which fuck. which was just watch this video and draw a cube, and then come back to me and I want to see your cube. So I'll probably draw there are 3 videos. I'll probably do 2 of them because they are good to have. And he was talking about portfolio and stuff like that. You know, for midterm and whatever.
Yeah, you guys' art class. What do you think of Chris Day?
I think he's really cool. He's a really funny guy.
I like him. I think he's very realistic in his expectation, which a lot of art teachers kind of fail at.
Yeah,
they expect you to be really good, and he's like, I know that most of you guys aren't artists.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna let you do whatever you do, and if it works out, it works out. You know, and I like that kind of mentality when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, it's a very good entry level art class, and he makes it a lot of fun too. You know,
it's like today we're gonna learn how to measure stuff. Yeah, that's right, measure stuff.
Yeah. Does he make you look at other artists? Has he mentioned that at all?
He showed us his work.
Oh yeah.
We haven't looked at anyone else's. No.
Because that's what a lot of the other art teachers really push, to look at other work, look at stuff that interests you, and then learning these kind of basics, but then also you can kind of find your own style through that, through stuff that you like.
My goal by the end of the semester is to just draw a walrus.
I drew Morty off of Rick and Morty.
Dude, Griff did draw Morty. It was really good.
And Griff drew a whole bunch of Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I saw those Snapchats. Now
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Who drew the old man penguin?
That was me.
That was you, dude. The old man penguin cracked me up.
Dude, it was so depressing because I drew it with the receding hairline, and then I gave it bags under the eyes, and the more I looked at it, I was like, Shane, this is fucking bumming me out, man. It's so depressing. But I like drawing. I'm not great at it, but
yeah.
Brian is an art major, so he's been doing art before, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Before the I don't know.
I've been doing it since I could pick up a pencil.
Right.
My mom, she has old ass fucking VHS video of me drawing shit when I was in a diaper still.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's tight.
This guy's posting about his first time and he's updating as he's having his first trip.
Okay.
And he goes, my food is so slap right now. And I was like, what does that even mean?
We've been going now for about 40 minutes, which it's good to have that's good because then we've got 10 minutes that we can cut out for all the silences and edits I'm gonna have to make. It's sometimes when we just don't complete our thoughts, then I'm I'll cut that out because otherwise, you know. But I try.
I feel we were better about that this time. Though.
Yeah,
and I apologize because this is my first one.
Well, this is pretty much our first one. Brian and I did another one, but we kept having microphone difficulties. It would just stop recording all of a sudden. And plus, I don't think I was very acclimated with it yet because I felt I was trying too hard.
Right.
Yeah.
To be funny.
Yeah.
So just letting it go.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel I'm just having a conversation with you guys.
Yeah, which is how it should be.
It's cool because it's kind of making me want to
do this more.
Yeah, you'll be more outgoing. Normally, I might sit here and piddle around on my phone or whatever, or I'll get bored and I'll go, fucking. I can't say eat some food because I'm eating a shit ton of food right now.
Well, you want my popcorn? I don't know what I did.
Actually, I'm eating your popcorn
okay,
right now.
Yeah, we should record one later tonight.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, because that'll give us something to keep our mind occupied so we don't freak out.
Dude, yeah, we'll have a special channel-wide broadcast, and it'll be Shane's joining us tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we can have a broadcast for the channel because I reckon Griff, you'll probably be on this show a lot. Shane, yeah, which is good. You add a lot to the conversation.
I add a lot of intelligence.
Yeah, when we're just talking about bullshit. You should have heard our first show. I'm gonna put some of the clips in, but we were talking about some of the stupidest stuff.
Yeah.
We did spend some time talking about Brian's dad doing moving and stuff like that. And that was kind of cool. And you were telling me about hoarder ladies and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Lifting
and man, the hoarder ladies were horrible.
Oh man, dude. In my town, we have a whole bunch of people like that.
Really?
And when I used to be a junior firefighter, so I went along on all the rescue calls and stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the houses that I'd have to go in, the smell. I can still recall the smell. Just awful, awful smell. People just don't take care of anything.
Yeah.
And they're bedridden and they're stuck on their couch and they don't get up to go to the bathroom, so they just pee and poop where they are.
Oh, I haven't seen anything that bad.
That shit is fucked up.
They have that just in your town?
Yeah, dude, because they're old people who have heart problems, and they're just lazy, and they weigh 400 pounds, and they don't move.
That's fucked up.
That's really depressing.
It is. I mean, it is depressing, but at the same time, you know, they've done something to put themselves in that position.
Right.
You know.
Have you ever seen that? Like, it's on TLC. I think it's like My 600-Pound Life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
that's-
I always watch that whenever I'm feeling shitty about myself.
And it's all those excuses. It's like
Yeah.
you don't get to 600 pounds because of a thyroid problem.
Right.
You're doing something wrong and you're refusing to acknowledge it.
Right.
And I'm not a small guy, so I can't really say a lot. But god damn it, I can walk down the street.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Like,
You can
that's-
go down the steps without like it being like an ordeal for you. You know,
Right.
I never saw this episode, but there's the commercials where that lady's thighs were like so big,
Oh,
like she couldn't even like go down the steps.
Right.
Dude, I have like
I can clean the entirety of my body.
Yeah.
You know, I'm okay with that.
I have seen that in real life though. Like I was at Perkins one time, and this lady, she needed 2 chairs. Like she needed one for each side of her like butt cheeks.
One
and
for
whatever.
each cheek.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
dude, that's
but
fucked
like
up.
she sat in one chair, and so everything just like
Just
kind of
slid
like
over.
like fucking wrapped around the
And she
chair.
goes to stand up, and her fat like holds the chair to her butt.
Oh
And picks it
yeah.
up off the mat.
Oh, it's so
Oh
gross.
man, those people. They need special parking spots at the back of the parking lot to make them
Make them walk a little bit
Right.
more.
Guys, I think we've gotten to the end of the show.
Yep.
Then-
Time to go buy illegal substances.
Dude, yep. I'm Caleb.
This is Brian.
And I'm Griff.
See you next time.